You know, some days you wear red, other days you're more in a green or yellow mood. But have you ever stopped and wondered why you dress in certain colors? Well, there is a psychology of color in fashion and style.
Image and brand consultant Natalie Weekly is back with us to explain. All right, so Natalie, we're going to focus on, I'm assuming, blue.
We are. We're talking about all things blue, which is a color we're all very familiar with. Obviously, we've got the whole sky and all the ocean that's covered in blue.
Before we get into the specifics of blue, though, explain this concept a little more. So you're saying when we pick something out of our closet to wear every day,
yes,
it's more complicated than just saying, oh, I'm in the mood to wear yellow, I'm in the mood to wear black.
It is, because the colors, and it's very well accepted psychology of color theory that says the color that you're wearing sends a message to you and it sends a message to your audience.
Oh.
Okay, but see, what if you're like me and you pick out your clothes on Sunday for the entire week?
That just means you've thought in advance of what message you want to send to your audience.
What message is Jennifer wearing with this purple dress?
I can't tell you.
What?
That's for another segment. I'm just kidding.
But look, I've got a little bit of turquoise
Purple
blue.
means loyalty. Purple means loyalty, royalty. It's all about that.
Well, that's clearly wrong.
Now you're
But I do have my little accent of the turquoise blue in
you
there.
have turquoise.
Okay, so let's focus on the blue then.
Okay.
And you've brought some accessories, and I'm wearing a
do.
blue shirt, I should point out.
You are. I'm very excited about that. So first I'll just say what blue means. Okay, so blue means trustworthiness, dependability, and loyalty.
According to whom?
It's, like I said, it's very well accepted color psychology. Psychologists have studied it. They've studied it in art, in the way that we dress, in the way we do our homes, in the physiological response to
Is it
that
kind of
color.
like that go-to color? Because it's a color that, to me, looks good on just about everybody.
Is, and that's one of the reasons that it is such a good color for dependability and trustworthiness. It does look good on everyone. So if you're going for an interview, or if you're going to meet someone for the first time, or if you're presenting a controversial topic, then blue is a great color to wear.
That is so
But it's also kind of calming as well.
It absolutely
Because it makes you think of the ocean or the sky.
It does. Like I said, blue is one of the color that we see the most because you've got the sky and the ocean. And then it reminds us of those times. So it is very calming. It is very peaceful. So if you are putting your child to bed, for instance, then blue is a good color to wear. Or if you are really stressed out about a week that's coming up, you're laying out your outfits and you know that you've got a really stressful week, pick a lot of blue because it is very calming and it helps you really focus and get your mind straight so that you can focus on the task at hand.
You know, I read once that the least appetizing color to eat is blue. But that is also a segment for another show.
I'm trying to think what you would eat that is blue.
Blue M&Ms. You know, I only...
Blue M&Ms.
blue
Okay, well, I might truly be in love with this purse.
Isn't that fabulous? I love that so much. So when you get into blue, now we're talking about the elements that all add up to send a complete message of the way you're dressing.
Right.
So the way you style something and what color you're choosing. This is a much more structured bag and darker color. That's going to be much more serious. When you get more into the black side of the blue, it goes more into serious and authoritative.
Oh, that's interesting. So the structure of the bag also plays a role in this?
Absolutely.
How well it holds its shape?
Yes.
So-
because
so
look
what
at-
if you
look
had
at
like
these two things? This is much more playful.
Just by the way, this looks really cute with my purple, I'm just saying. And if you want
This
this,
is much more
I kind
playful.
of snuck in there and looked, and it's from Anthropology.
Yes. And this is much more structured and much more serious, but we also have a navy color. So if you had something that was very structured and serious and you wanted it to not look so structured and serious, then you would go toward a more turquoise version or the lighter blue or something like that.
Is it more like that navy getting into like those power colors?
Absolutely, absolutely. Navy is the best color to wear when you're going to an interview. That navy, because it projects dependability and trustworthiness, whether or not you're telling the truth or not, it still shows that you're being trustworthy, but the navy also goes into that authoritative side. Versus the turquoise, like we talked about, it reminds you of the ocean, so that gets more into the fun and playful and exciting.
So for the job interview, the serious moments, maybe go for the navy blue instead of the black.
Yes, or if you find that you're not being taken seriously in whatever it is, maybe you have a very feminine look, or if you have, you're just wanting to have more gravitas to your look, then that would be a good time to do navy.
How much blue does one need to wear in order to project...
Convey this message?
Convey this message. Yeah, I mean,
is a
are you
great point.
talking just about clothing or also, I mean, if you're wearing blue clothes, but then different blue accessories, a blue necklace, blue shoes, blue bag, is that blue overkill?
There is overkill. If there is too much blue, and this applies a little bit more in home decor than it does in styling, but if there's too much blue, it actually goes more to the depressing / melancholy side.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's so
You just went wah.
I know, right?
We really wanted to hire you for the job, but you depressed us so much. in the interview.
No. Not in style, but like you said, it depends. Like if you're wearing this navy, but then you're wearing a white and a blue and a, I don't know, yellow dress, this is not going to be a whole lot of the message that you're sending because it's just a minimal part of your wardrobe. So as you would expect, the amount of blue that you are wearing does affect how much of that message is conveyed.
Moving beyond the clothing and accessories, let's talk a little bit about how we can use blue in the home and also the message it conveys at home. Is it the same idea?
It is the same. It varies a little bit, so it is very calming. But then when you get into some of these more electric colors, this turquoise here, and we had some teal somewhere.
So that's like happiness.
Yes, that is, because like you said, you associate it with the ocean. You associate it with fun times, relaxing times, so that's a good thing to have. If you want someone to feel warm and invited into your home, then blue would be a good color to maybe have in your entryway because you want them to feel that right when they walk in the door.
Ooh, have a blue door.
Yes, blue doors are very in right now. That would be, my mother, who you just met, does have a blue door on her home.
Specifically for this reason, to welcome people?
Well, she's a very hospitable person, so it totally fits her personality and her like welcoming people in.
But I like how you're mixing the different shades of blue.
Yes, and that is to keep things interesting because otherwise, like you said, then it just goes and it loses all of the vibrance.
I'm going to tilt this up so people can see a little bit.
But when you see, by the way, these are plastic from Pottery Barn. How cool is that? It's sort of like backyard barbecue.
Oh, that's cool.
Which again, fun times. Backyard barbecue, poolside. Mixing up these blues is going to keep it alive, but still give you that calming and fun and peaceful message. And it's amazing how this is accepted in all cultures, except there is one small group, and I think in Armenia, that thinks it's terrible to wear blue. Other than that, all other cultures.
They must hate me then, because I wear blue pretty much
Just
all
don't
the
go
time.
to that one little small spot,
Right.
otherwise you'll offend all of them.
Other than that, you're good.
Natalie, this is so interesting.
Isn't it
Thank you
cool?
so much for coming by.
Thank
And
you.
we got to have you back so we can talk about other colors, because I
I
want
would
to know
love
what
that.
red means. And brown is my
Ooh, and
favorite color.
green, and purple.
For more information, guys, on Natalie Weekly and her styling services, just visit natalieweekly.com. And thank you again, Natalie.
Thank you
We
so
love
much.
having you.
And also, remember, we did the body types earlier. She's got a body type guide on her.
website.
Yeah, so how you can
to
figure it
measure
out.
yourself and all that good stuff. Thank you guys.
Very
so much.
cool.